Coming up, the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade is still leading to strong reactions.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. We are learning more about the process behind the ACLU's lawsuit to block Kentucky's abortion ban. According to court records, the ACLU's motion does not require a hearing. We are waiting on the judge's decision. This challenges the state's trigger law that immediately banned abortions. The ACLU says the ban is unconstitutional because it violates the rights to privacy and bodily autonomy. Attorney General Daniel Cameron released a statement yesterday saying, quote, "There is no right to abortion contained in the Commonwealth's Constitution." Kentucky's trigger law, which took effect following Friday's Supreme Court ruling, did not include exceptions for rape or incest. Now, while we do not typically identify rape or sexual abuse victims, Hadley Duvall wanted to share her story. And we want to warn you, some of these details might be difficult to hear, especially for those who've experienced similar trauma. Lauren Floyd brings you the story of a 20-year-old girl who is grateful that 8 years ago, she had a choice.
I was in 7th grade, I didn't know what to do.
Hadley Duvall was an innocent 12-year-old when she learned she was pregnant. Her stepfather raped her, later pleading guilty and serving prison time.
I asked him why he was doing what he was doing, and he manipulated me and told me that this is normal and that this is love and that that's what love is. So that's what I believed.
Now, at 20 years old, Duvall is telling her story of the years of sexual abuse starting when she was 5, continuing for years, leading to that pregnancy.
I missed my period 1 month, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do. So I told him. I told my stepdad, and he was like, well, I'm gonna have to come check you out of school one day when you're, just pretend like you're sick and I'll check you out and we'll go get a test. So that's what we did. And they were positive, and I had no idea what to do.
She eventually miscarried.
That was painful, and I was alone for that, and I couldn't tell anybody. I couldn't go get any medical attention.
And now, years later,
I'm to the point now to where I will speak out because I've been sitting on it for so long, and I'm starting to grow up, and if I don't do it, I don't know who will.
When the Roe v. Wade decision came down, Duvall's thoughts went to the little girls who are going through similar traumatic events like she did. Here in Kentucky, an abortion can only be performed to save the life of the mother or child. And as of now, there is no exception for rape or incest.
I don't understand how somebody could look at a little girl and tell them, oh, you were raped. Well, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to carry the baby. Or, watch what you wear. It doesn't work like that.
She says the decision to get an abortion isn't black or white. She points to the many factors that could play in a woman's decision.
Who gives you the power to do that? Who decides what is black and what is white? Who decides what the gray area is? And it's you have to think about all these girls who have pregnancies that go wrong, or who are not mentally or physically ready to carry a child or to take care of a child. You don't know their relationship situation. They could have come from abuse. You just don't know.
As the country grapples with the Supreme Court ruling and lawmakers deciding whether abortion will be legal in their states, Duvall says she is just getting started using her voice and sharing her story.
I am going to use my power to help all the people that I used to be, and whenever they're ready, they need to use their voice, and they need to never look back after doing it.
That was Lauren Floyd reporting. You can learn more about Hadley's story on our website. One Eastern Kentuckian is going viral for her stance on Friday's Supreme Court's decision. Hazard attorney Michelle Lawson tweeted she will provide free legal services to women and providers who perform or receive abortions. Under Kentucky's trigger law, abortion is essentially banned unless the pregnancy threatens a mother's life. Right now, a woman cannot be, as we've mentioned, prosecuted for getting an abortion, but doctors can.
I think women make this decision not lightly at all. I think they think about it long and hard before they decide what they want to do here. And I think as intelligent human beings, then they should be able to make those decisions about their own bodies.
Lawson says if she cannot take someone's case because of distance, she will refer you to an attorney who can. You can once again buy as much Plan B as you want at CVS. The pharmacy announced Tuesday it is removing purchasing limits on emergency contraception. CVS initially implemented limitations due to an increase in demand for the pills after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. The company says sales have now stabilized. Purchase limits are expected to be removed from all locations and CVS.com within 24 hours.
Remaining quiet as we run through the evening hours. Not too bad out there, though we have seen a few clouds passing on through as we've gone through the evening hours. Outside right now from our camera at High Knob, or looking at High Knob from the University of Virginia's camera at Wise. All is quiet there. Watching, though, a few of those low-level clouds. You kind of see them there lit up by the ground. Can't really see them here, but traffic moving smoothly along Interstate 64 near Moorhead. Highs today right around or just below average. We should be about 85 this time of year. Low to mid 80s around the region. We're slowly bumping those temperatures up a little bit, but we have dropped them already into the 60s and even the 50s already in some spots. How about Irvin's already at 59? However, areas near Lake Cumberland still hanging on near 70 at this hour. It's all quiet. Nothing to talk about on Pinpoint Doppler, all of the local radar sites. All a clean sweep. The last of those clouds kind of pushing on out. They'll thin and eventually clear out as we head into tonight. So upper 50s to near 60 for most, mostly clear and rather pleasant outside tonight. But we've got heat and even a few showers and storms on the way. Details on that coming up in just a little bit. Steve?
Evan, thank you. A Floyd County man was arrested on child sexual exploitation charges. State police say Christopher Jacob Hall was found, interviewed, and arrested after an undercover Internet Crimes Against Children investigation. Hall's home in Harold was searched with computer equipment used in the crime taken and sent to KSP's forensic lab. Hall is charged with 20 counts of possessing child pornography and 1 count of distributing child pornography. He was taken to the Floyd County Detention Center. One person is dead after a crash this evening. State police say a car was traveling along Kentucky 2012, also known as Balkan Brownings Creek Road in Bell County, near the intersection with Balkan Road when the car crashed, killing 42-year-old Elizabeth No. No other information has been released yet. The first few years of a child's life can be the most crucial to their development. Health officials say that every dollar invested into a child's life as an adolescent equals $8 in return. Scott Lockard with the Kentucky River District Health Department has worked in early childhood development for more than 20 years. He says that parental empathy is one of the best ways to connect with your child, knowing what their social and communication cues are and responding to them.
No such thing. It's a common myth that you can spoil an infant. There's no such thing as spoiling an infant. By meeting a child's needs in a timely and appropriate manner, we're making that child feel safe.
Lockard adds that by making a child feel safe, they will then feel more comfortable to explore their world around them and be more curious. The Food and Drug Administration Advisory Committee met today to discuss possible strain-specific COVID-19 vaccines. The current vaccines are based on the virus that emerged in late 2019, but experts are looking at whether one should specifically target the Omicron variant. The FDA has called this a transition year that could change how we view the COVID-19 vaccine. Health officials anticipate coronavirus vaccines will need to be administered annually, similar to the flu shot. Rabies is a major concern, especially in rural areas, as once your pet is bitten by an infected animal, it's almost always fatal. Before you or your pets head outdoors, it's important to take the necessary safety precautions to avoid any risk of contracting the disease. For pet owners, the best course of action is rabies prevention and getting your pets vaccinated against it, especially if they are outdoors often.
And unfortunately, if it's something that, you know, they're bitten or you're bitten and you wait until they are sick and showing symptoms, then it's too late, because that rabies is one of those viruses that is almost 100% fatal.
If you are bitten by an animal and you are unsure as to whether that animal is infected or not, you should always seek medical attention. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has opened an emergency center in response to the U.S. monkeypox outbreak. The CDC announced the activation of its Emergency Operations Center Tuesday. It will be used to deal with the outbreak response from the government as well as non-government agencies' response. This facility was already supporting the CDC's reaction to the COVID-19 pandemic. Appalachia Reach Out is working with churches from out of state to meet needs in the Martin County area. The mission is working on several projects this week, including a makeover for the Kingfisher Trail at the Collier Center in Inez, rebuilding the wooden steps on the trail and adding fresh gravel to the site. Volunteers say it's great to visit the area, work with ARO, and leave behind a little something for the community to enjoy.
We love ARO. We love what ARO is doing, and we want to be a long-term partners with them and see them succeed, because they're here every day, and whatever we can do to see the work that they're already doing continue and to grow and to help the people here.
The group will continue working on the trail through Thursday. Those involved say they're excited to see it finished. The Whitley County Farmers Market set up in Nibrock Park this evening and had a big turnout. WYMT's Jade Saylor talked with the Farmers Market manager about the importance they have in our local communities.
Local farmers markets are a major resource in communities across our region.
We usually have 100 to 150 people show up every market, and we have a good time. We're just here to promote healthy eating and to help our farmers out sell their produce and enjoy the community.
On Tuesday, the farmers market in Whitley County set up for a big turnout.
We are at Nibrock Park, and we are here every Tuesday 5 to 8.
The farmers market is also in Williamsburg at the River Fog Park from 5 to 7 every Thursday.
And the people that are here to sell things, that helps them work harder to, see what the change does to their community, because, people have more access to clean and healthy, fresh produce.
Farmers markets promote local economic growth and healthy living.
Also the economy. People need to eat. People need to eat locally and help spread the wealth around the community so our community can continue to grow.
You can check out the Facebook page so you never miss a farmers market in your area.
We have a Whitley County Farmers Market page on Facebook. If you send us a message, if you need anything, one of us on the board or myself, we answer that. We respond pretty quickly.
Stopping by a farmers market is one of the easiest ways to support your local community, farmers, and small businesses. In Whitley County, Jade Saylor, WYMT Mountain News.
You can also go to the Whitley County Farmers Market on the first Saturday of every month at Gold Bug at the Extension office from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. The annual 4th of July travel forecast from AAA predicts 42 million Americans will take a road trip 50 miles or longer for the 4th of July long holiday weekend. This comes as gas prices hit record highs earlier this month. Traffic experts predict travel times could double for some drivers on Thursday and Friday evening. Highways near Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, and Seattle are expected to have some of the most congested routes. Travel experts recommend anyone traveling on Thursday or Friday should start driving early or late in the day. Coming up at 11, a warning to consumers from police about a scam that is costing Big Sandy businesses money.
Plus, it's been a nice start to the work week, but things look to get a little warmer as we head into the rest of it. The details are coming up.
Summer has arrived, and Appalachian Wireless has a great